Okay. I can do that. Wow, look at that frame perfect screen flip. So yeah, as I was saying, this was a set that happened last week, and Lyra got the win over Delteros, which I think that may have been Lyra's first time beating Delteros' hero in bracket. I don't know if they've played before that, but obviously Delteros normally a dedicated Corrin main, occasional Pac-Man fiend. I don't know. I don't want to say secondary, but obviously she's still like adjusting to hero and playing hero in bracket. But it seems like I don't know. She's pretty dedicated to it. Like she finds him fun, and I think that's what's most important as an Incineroar player. I appreciate the fun, stupid character trope. But also, like, heroes, I don't want to say difficult, but obviously very different to Corrin. Just the whole, like, game plan is just kind of unique. I don't think, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not that unique, but just in terms of, like, knowing when to, like, pull menu and knowing how to, like, threaten people with what's on the menu, things like that. And obviously, also just getting buffs. And I haven't seen much, like high-level hero gameplay. I'm assuming buffs are very important, but Delteros is definitely a big buff fiend. Accelerator in particular, as we saw for that last stock, is very important, especially against someone like Cloud, and especially on a stage like Town, where dragging someone off the side blast zone is very possible. And this is just one of those matchups. Both characters can kind of turn the tables like pretty quickly. Cloud not in as you know, silly in an extreme way as Hero, but Cloud is also a very oppressive character. And I mean, we saw. Okay. I'm sure that was an unintentional kamikaze. I mean, it would have been worth it had it hit, but obviously it didn't. Lyra, luckily, had already pressed an option, and her invincibility carried her through that. Although, with Kaboom into Accelerator, that was a bit more luck in Delteros' favor. I believe that was also an oomph. Unintentional teabag, or presumably unintentional, of trying to activate the menu. We're seeing a lot of the like neutral swords swinging game plan is well, I was going to say for the most part I'd been working out in Lyra's favor. Like Lyra was kind of just neutralizing a lot of the specials that Delteros is throwing out, although there's not much that Cloud can do in that scenario. That was very unfortunate, or very fortunate depending on who you're rooting for. I naturally find myself putting my shoes at the person fighting Hero, so I'm going to say that's very unfortunate. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. I mean, Cloud, like, kind of has the fragility off stage that. What do we? Were you scheming? What was that? Sorry, I did. Oh, which one? Oh, I didn't. To be fair, I didn't even see it. So I can't imagine. Jam does it so aggressively that I don't think Delteros did anything close to that in comparison. But on Smashville this time, which I have to assume is a bit more Cloud favored. I kind of struggle knowing what to ban against Hero. I generally, obviously, you kind of want to avoid being cheesed, and obviously Town is like the cheese map. So Town is probably like a good map for Hero, I guess, in the kind of the power to turn the tables. Smashville seems just a bit more neutral in this regard. I don't know necessarily that this would benefit massively one character over the other. And as we can see so far, both characters are just kind of answering each other back with like big moves that do a lot of damage. Foluain barely surviving that which that that extra survivability, obviously coming from Smashville's slightly larger blast zones to the side. It still has like quite close ones, like compared to other stages. It's like smaller than like the usual FD and whatnot. But obviously much wider than towns, and Lyra taking that first stock, although Delteros quickly answering back with the forward tilt. I believe that was even like an oofed or something, probably a psyched up F-tilt. That's a very scary situation to be in as Cloud off stage against a hero who's glowing green. It looked like Delteros kind of pulled back to like find an opening, maybe wait for Lyra to burn her jump. But she waited a bit and then did a nice high up B back to ledge. And now we're seeing a nice little offstage combo from Foluain, although not managing to secure the ledge trap and instead now having to be at ledge against another glowing green hero. Which obviously kind of makes ledge trapping a lot harder when heroes flying past you at Mach 20. Managing to stuff out Delteros' running around with a forward air, and now getting them up in the air, and finally finding the dash attack to catch their landing on the ground and take the stock advantage. That was probably all Lyra could have done, I guess, to avoid that kaboom, other than just like not hitting down on the up B and just letting Jesus take the wheel. But very close, unfortunately. That was a bit unfortunate. Kaboom is like a very annoying move if you're well, it's just a very annoying move if you're off stage in general, but especially if you're playing a character who doesn't snap to ledge, because you will just get sucked into it and pushed off in some weird way. Nice down smash. I don't see Cloud's down smash often, but it's probably not a great move. Lyra just taking the grab there. I don't know if that could have been punished harder. Getting the hang on ledge with that limit blade beam or whatever it's called, but that not taking the stock just yet. It's not actually a particularly strong move, despite what you'd think. Just getting clipped by the forward air in the corner, and that was just enough to take the stock. I believe the winner of this set is playing Joel next, but potentially, I don't know if that will be on stream. We'll have to see what time allows. I'm playing the winner of... Did you play your set already, Paugo? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to play on stream? Yeah, and I'm playing Joel. Yes. Oh yeah.
I mean, not much space adds. I hate trackpads that much.
You should actually, I think you will both wait for a loser.
Yeah, you have to wait for the loser of the semi sets, I think.
Yeah. So you're waiting for the loser of